Hello students, welcome back to this channel. In this video series we have been learning one more question and answers, important points from the lesson Electrostatics in Physics of class 12 Tamil Nadu State Board syllabus. Come on, let us continue with our lessons. Point number 39. The number of lines passing through a given surface is proportional to the magnitude of the electric field. What does it mean? If the strength of the electric field is more, then the number of lines passing through the given surface is also more. If the strength of the electric field is less, then the number of lines passing through a given surface is also less. Then the next point is E is inversely proportional to R square. That is, capital E is proportional to 1 by R square. So, as per this equation, this capital E, that is electric field, and R, which is nothing but the distance, they are inversely proportional. So, what happens? As the distance from the point charge increases, the magnitude of electric field decreases. In the same way, as the distance from the point charge decreases, the magnitude of electric field increases. Now, the next point is an important property of electric field lines. No two electric field lines intersect each other. That is, they cut each other. So, no two electric field lines cut each other. What is the reason? If two lines intersect at a point, then there will be two different electric field vectors at the same point. This is not possible. Now have a closer look at this diagram. Here I have drawn a diagram in which two electric field lines intersect each other. So at this point, at the point of this intersection, let me draw a tangent in this way. Again, through this point, let me draw a tangent in this way. So these two tangents represent two different directions of electric field at this single point. This is not possible because at a point there exists only one direction for electric field. So no two electric field lines intersect at a point. Then the next point is the number of electric field lines is directly proportional to the magnitude of the charge. If the magnitude of the charge is less, then the number of electric field lines originating from it is also less. If the magnitude of the charge is more, then more number of electric field lines originate from it. Next point. It is a kind of definition for a dipole, an electric dipole. What is meant by an electric dipole? Two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance constitute, that is, make an electric dipole. Here, have a closer look at this diagram. This is a point charge. Here, this is another point charge. Both are equal in magnitude, but opposite nature in respect of their charges. It is minus, but it is plus. They are separated by a small distance, which is nothing but 2a. So this setup or this structure is known as an electric dipole. Let us continue with our studies. Okay. Now next point. The direction of electric dipole moment. So an electric dipole has got a moment which is known as electric dipole moment. Number one, the electric dipole moment vector lies along the line joining two charges. So the electric dipole moment vector lies along the line which joins the two charges. Then the next property about this electric dipole moment is, listen carefully, it is always directed from minus q to plus q. So the direction of electric dipole moment is always directed from minus q to plus q. Next point, electric dipole moment. There is a formula or an expression to calculate electric dipole moment. This electric dipole moment is represented by means of small p, which is equal to 2aq. So p is equal to 2aq. Here the q stands for charge and this 2a stands for the distance in between the charges at an electric dipole. The SI unit of electric dipole moment, Coulomb meter. How do we get this unit? Here P is equal to 2aq is there. In this q stands for charge. Its unit is Coulomb, and again 2a is nothing but a distance. So distance is measured by meter. So meter, Coulomb meter. In other words, the symbol is capital C M. Next point, the magnitude of the electric dipole moment. In other words, how do we calculate the magnitude of the electric dipole moment? We have already learned that a dipole is nothing but two opposite charges which are separated by means of a small distance 2a. So, from those two charges, we can take any one of the charges magnitude, which is multiplied by the distance in between them. So, the magnitude of the electric dipole moment is equal to magnitude of one of the charges multiplied by the distance between them. So, small p is equal to one of the charges is q, and the distance in between both the charges is 2a. So q into 2a, which is written as 2aq. Next point. Actually, this is a 5 mark questions derivation. We'll be learning about this derivation later. As far as this important point is concerned, right now let us have this expression itself. Electric field due to an electric dipole at a point on the axial line, that is capital E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p vector by r cube. There is an electric dipole. On its axial line, there exists a point. At that point, the electric field due to the electric dipole is E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p vector by r cube. Then the next one is electric field due to an electric dipole at a point on the equatorial plane. That is capital E is equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p vector by r cube. This also is a long derivation that we will be learning later. Next point, electric field on the axial line. Now let me write the expression as we have learnt it earlier. Capital E is equal to 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught 2p vector by r cube. Now take the 2 out and write the rest of the expression within bracket, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p vector by r cube. Actually, this expression 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p vector by r cube is nothing but the expression for electric field on an equatorial plane. So, it is written this way, which is equal to 2 into electric field on the equatorial plane. So, we can sum up in this way, electric field at a point on the axial line is equal to twice the electric field on the equatorial plane. In other words, electric field on the axial line is equal to 2 times the electric field on a point on the equatorial plane. So with this video has come to an end. Let us continue with our studies with another set of questions in the next video.
Like, share and comment and subscribe our channel and click the bell button for more videos. Thank you.